Welcome to the 2024 Reigel Promotions E-Sports Harvest Cup, presented by the Night Owl Racing League. Tonight, we go championship racing here at Volusia Speedway Park, where we began all of this just 1 year ago. Who is going to be crowned the 305 Sprint Car Champion tonight, Ben?
I don't know, but I'm excited to find out here tonight. How are you doing, Andrew?
I am doing wonderful.
That is great to hear, as we are already jumping straight into qualifying here. Practice round wrapped up there. So we'll see who sets quick time. And reminder that qualifying this season is brought to you by Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions, and the driver that sets the most quick times during the season gets $5 courtesy of Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions. And right now, 𝐑𝐚𝐫𝐤 has 2 quick times, and then it's a 5-way tie for second between Cody Wicker, Dylan McKee, Trevor McCoy, Donnie Batiste, and David Flanagan. So we'll see if anyone can tie up Rooney, or if Rooney is going to take home that $5 courtesy of Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions. As we're watching Jared Lamberson, he is currently on his second lap. His first lap was good enough for second quick with a 14.566. And lap number 2 for him is going to be a little bit slower to 14.7, so he'll take that first lap as his fastest lap. As at the moment, Hunter Benson sits at the top of the times with a 14.509. And now we watch Ty Dickinson, who just moved up to third quick, just behind Jared Lamberson in second. And he's just a little slower on lap 2, so he'll keep that lap number 1 as his fastest time. Now Richie Gaines on the speedway, starting his second lap. First lap was good enough for fourth quick. We'll see if he can improve at all on lap number 2. And just a bit slower, almost identical lap times. So once again, he'll take that first lap. As we're watching Gary Steele, and while we were watching him, David Flanagan just moved up to second quick, just behind Hunter Benson. And now Gary Steele moves up to third quick with a 14.564. Looks like David Flanagan's second lap was a little bit slower, so he'll stay second quick. And Gary Steele comes around here and also goes slower in the second lap, so seems to be the theme here in qualifying, where the first lap is your money lap and the second lap is going to be slower.
Looks like Dylan McKee is now coming on the racetrack. We had 3 cars left and none of them were moving yet. So
looks like we also have Trevor McCoy is getting ready to come out on the track, but we'll watch Dylan McKee here as he starts his first lap. See what he's able to pump in here as he goes to the top here in 3 and 4. Runs right on that cushion, comes around, completes lap number 1. And it's going to be good enough for 9th quick with a 14.685. We'll see if he can improve it all in lap number 2. Looks like he does improve a little bit, up to a 14.615. That's going to move him up to 6th quick. And Trevor McCoy completed his first lap with a 14.715, was good enough for 10th quick. So he comes out of turn 4 to complete lap number 2. And it looks like it is a little bit quicker, but does not improve his position. He will stay in 10th quick. And last but not least, our points leader, 𝐑𝐚𝐫𝐤, makes his way out to the speedway. We'll see if he's able to make it 3 quick times on the season and secure that $5 courtesy of Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions here. And first lap is not quite good enough for quick time, but it's not too far off at a 14.542. Enough for third quick. He'll be looking for just a little bit of improvement here to try and get up to the top of the boards. And not going to do it. Just a little slower to 14.609. So Hunter Benson will take your quick time here tonight with a 14.509. And that is our 7th different quick time award winner this season. So that means that Jimbo Rooney will receive that $5 bonus courtesy of Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions.
Yep, as we about to get ready here for Billy Anderson on Twitch, heat race number 1.
As your starting lineup for heat number 1 will be our quick time award winner here tonight, the 72 of Hunter Benson on pole, and to his outside will actually be the 112 machine of 𝐑𝐏𝐿 as Jimbo Rooney is going to drop to the tail along with Jared Lamberson. So starting third will be the 30 machine of Robert Puckett. In fourth will be the 00 of Trevor McCoy. Fifth will be the 531 of Armando Melgoza. Sixth will be your points leader, the 27 of Jimbo Rooney. And seventh and final starter here in Heat 1 will be the 11 machine of Jared Lamberson. Eight laps of distance here in our 2 heats for tonight. And with only 13 cars making the trip here to Volusia, everyone will transfer. And reminder, top 6 for the feature get inverted from your finishers in the heat races. As we're getting ready to turn them loose here for heat number 1. Hunter Benson and 𝐑𝐏𝐿 on the front row will lead us to the green flag. Pace truck pulls off now. And Hunter Benson fires. We're green here for heat number 1. Looks like Hunter Benson takes about a 4 or 5 car length advantage, as Trevor McCoy is looking to take that second spot from 𝐑𝐏𝐿 here early on. It looks like he will have it off of turn number 4. As back behind them, we have a battle for 6th with Armando Melgoza and Jared Lamberson. Still side by side between the 2 drivers. They're off of 4. Looks like Lamberson will finally complete the pass and take that 6th spot. Everyone else, for the most part, knows the tail, as Lamberson now takes a peek to the inside of Jimbo Rooney for 5th, but nothing doing. As right there, 𝐑𝐏𝐿 got a great run off of turn 2. He got right to the back tail tank of Trevor McCoy. He's looking to try and find a way around McCoy for that 2nd spot. As we have contact back here for the 5th spot between Lamberson and Rooney. And that is going to bring out a yellow flag.
Yep, I believe that he went for a slider and he got into him there, it looks like to me.
Trevor, I was on my break.
Yeah, it looked like Lamberson was trying to go for that bottom move on Rooney and just got in there a little too hot and got into the side of him.
Yep, but Hunter Benson's going to bring him bring us back to it with just 2 laps to go.
And Ty, I don't know if I agree with you in the chat saying I have a very nice voice, but I appreciate the compliment. As we have a couple people in the chat cheering you on, Ty, so... Wishing you the best of luck here tonight as we get the 1 to green signal, so we should be coming back to it this time. We'll have a 2-lap dash, green-white checkered here to finish out Heat 1. And it's a single-file restart with Hunter Benson leading the way. Since the drop of the green flag, Trevor McCoy second, Dylan McKee third, Robert Puckett in fourth, and Jimbo Rooney rounds out your top 5 here in Heat 1 so far. We'll see if that order changes here in the final 2 laps. As Pace Truck pulls off now, and Hunter Benson fires, we're back racing here in Heat 1. Rooney on the inside of Robert Puckett looking to make up a spot, trying to take that 4th spot away as we get the white flag, 1 lap to go, and now Dylan McKee looking to the inside of Trevor McCoy, completes that slide job. McCoy looks to come back at him here in turns 3 and 4. He's going to stick it towards the bottom. And just barely holds on to 3rd over Robert Puckett as Dylan McKee steals 2nd from Trevor McCoy on the final lap. But no one was able to touch Hunter Benson as he is your Heat 1 winner from the pole position. Dylan McKee brings it home 2nd. Trevor McCoy finishes 3rd. Robert Puckett in 4th. Jared Lamberson finishes 5th. Jimbo Rooney 6th. And Armando Melgoza in 7th.
Yep, and that brings us to heat race number 2. David Flanagan will be on the pole. He sits 3rd place in points right now, and alongside of him is going to be 2nd place in points, number 88 of Gary Steele. And starting 3rd, the number 9 of Ty Dickinson. Going 4th, he's had 2 strong runs last 2 weeks with picking up a win, and then 2nd place last week, Richie Gaines. And then Cody Wickard is going to be going from the 5th spot in car number 5. And then in 6th will be the number 2 of Brian Kling.
And just want to make a quick correction there, Andrew. Cody Wickard will actually be starting 3rd, as if you remember, Ty Dickinson will be taking that EOL from last week. So basically those 2 drivers are swapping spots. And that, Justin, I can agree with. That Tim the Rizzler, it's hard to beat his voice. He's got one of the best voices in the business.
Too bad he's not on the track tonight, though.
Well, maybe he's got to rest up his voice for later tonight here with the 360s.
Oh, he better.
As Pace Truck pulls off here for Heat 2, and David Flanagan fires, we're green. Gets a good start, just like we saw with Hunter Benson in Heat 1. Cody Wickard had a quick peek to the inside of the 11 of Richie Gaines there on the start, but nothing doing. He'll slot back into 4th. As Ty Dickinson's looking to make his way around Brian Kling back there for 5th, and looks like he will take that spot. As for 2nd, we just had a pass. Richie Gaines went for a slider on Gary Steele, and he completes that pass, moved Richie Gaines up into the 2nd spot. And back there for 5th, Brian Kling is coming back to the outside of Ty Dickinson, trying to take that 5th spot back. It's a great battle right now back there for the 5th and 6th spot in the heat race.
It is. Looks very tough to pass right now.
Yeah, looks like that time Brian Kling did get the run off the corner, and he'll clear Ty Dickinson for that 5th spot, as everyone else at the moment is nose to tail.
Ooh, that was a close one.
That was close. That was Richie Gaines run the reverse slider line there, and almost came down and cut off the nose of Gary Steele, who was running that 3rd spot. They got very close there again.
Yeah, Volusia's one of those tracks where you can't lift, especially in these heat races.
Yeah, it's very much a momentum-based track. You want to keep up that momentum, especially in these lower horsepower 305 sprint cars. As we have a little bit of contact there for second, both drivers able to save it though. That's going to make this a 3-car battle now for the 2nd spot between Richie Gaines, Gary Steele, and Cody Wickard. But that was the checkered flag already. Those 8 laps flew by. As once again, the pole sitter here in the heat race pretty much dominates Heat 2 with David Flanagan taking the win.
Yep, and the 2nd was Richie Gaines. 3rd was Gary Steele. 4th, Cody Wickard. 5th, Brian Kling. And then 6th was Ty Dickinson. Now we're on to our warm-up session.
Indeed. Even though we didn't mention it, just want to remind everyone that Heat race number 1 was sponsored by Billy Anderson on Twitch. And Billy Anderson will also offers $5 to win each week's 305 feature event. That includes tonight. So whoever wins here tonight will take home $5 courtesy of Billy Anderson on Twitch. Also, since we didn't have a B main tonight, still want to shout them out. 𝐕𝐸 proudly presents the B main at every Reigel Promotions E-Sports event. 𝐕𝐸 is designed by iRacers for iRacers, ensuring race control is as seamless as possible. Use the code RPE-sports-box to save 10% on your order with 𝐕𝐸. Visit 𝐕𝐸 to see how they can enhance your racing experience today. And also, shout out to our primary sponsor for the season, Night Owl Racing League. This league offers an assortment of dirt oval divisions from Northeast Modifieds, wing sprint cars, and even late models. Join the action today by visiting them on Facebook and Discord. That's Night Owl Racing League. And last but not least, our Hard Charger sponsor award is Extreme Wrap Studio. So the driver who accumulates the most hard chargers throughout the season will receive a free wrap courtesy of Extreme Wrap Studio. And so far, no one has pulled away in that category yet, as we have seven different hard chargers this season. And that list includes David Flanagan, Donnie Batiste, Tyler Flynn, Jimbo Rooney, Ty Dickinson, Trevor McCoy, and Armando Melgoza. So if any one of those drivers can get the hard charger tonight, and they will receive that free wrap courtesy of Extreme Wrap Studio. Well, Andrew, we have about 2 minutes remaining of this warm-up. I am not picking anyone tonight because lately I've been jinxing everyone that I've picked. So, to avoid jinxing anyone, I'm only going to make a mental pick. I'm not going to say who my pick is to avoid jinxing them.
Well, you still jinxed them, though.
No, not if I don't say it.
That's not true.
But you're more than welcome to make a pick, since you don't typically have the commentator's curse.
Nah,
so who's your pick?
I don't know. I don't need to make any picks.
What, you think just by me not picking, you're gonna all of a sudden?
Yeah, that's how it works. You're gonna pass it on to me. You can't do that.
See, look, Andrew, Ty Dickinson is volunteering. He wants to be picked.
I mean, to be fair, his last few races probably couldn't have went worse. So.
I mean, that's true. And he also has a lot of work to do. He's starting back in the 12th spot. So he doesn't have much to lose based on where he started.
Fine. Wild card pick tonight is 𝐸_𝐸𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿.
There you go.
Hunter Benson, I think maybe for the second week in a row, leads the warm-up session.
I mean, it makes sense. He was tonight's Quick Time Award winner and won the first heat race. So it only makes sense that he is at the top of the boards here in the warm-up. Yeah, I think I know who my pick is, but like I said, not saying it. As we have just under 20 seconds remaining here in tonight's warm-up, so we're about ready to get underway here for tonight's feature. And also, almost forgot to mention, tonight, since it's championship night, we have a little bit of a special thing going on here before the feature. We will be doing a 4-wide salute for everyone watching here tonight. So before we get going for our 25-lap A main, drivers will pace a couple extra laps to spread out into a 4-wide to salute everyone that's been watching all season long, including tonight.
Yep, as it's time for your starting lineup.
Yep, and because of the 6-car invert, row 1 will be the 88 of Gary Steele, and to his outside is the 00 of Trevor McCoy.
And from starting spot number 3, out of Indiana, Richie Gaines. And along on the outside is the number 112 of Dylan McKee.
Row 3 will be the 31 of David Flanagan, and to his outside is the 72 of Hunter Benson.
And going in 7th, he has been so close at these big half miles this season. Will he have some magic tonight? Number 30 of Robert Puckett from starting spot number 7. And on his outside, number 5 of Cody Wickard.
And row 5 will be the 11 of Jared Lamberson, and to his outside, the 2 machine of Brian Kling.
Then your championship points leader, the number 27 of Jimbo Rooney. He has to finish 9th or better if Gary Steele was to win the race tonight. And alongside is my pick, Ty Dickinson.
And 13th and final starter tonight is the 531 machine of Armando Melgoza.
And as you can see, they're starting to form the 4-wide salute. You can tell they're a little bit of rookies at this, but they're getting there. There we go. Now we got it.
Yeah, I would say it looks pretty good considering there's only 12 cars. Well, 13. We have 1 car in the pits. I think Trevor McCoy is having some technical issues, so he'll be starting from the back.
As now they'll get back 2x2 behind the pace truck and get ready for tonight's feature action.
As lights go out on the pace truck, so we are ready to rock and roll here for 25 laps around the Volusia Speedway. And like Andrew said, points leader Jimbo Rooney just needs to finish in the top 9 and that should clinch him the championship here tonight. So keep an eye on him back there in the 11th spot.
Yep, his two biggest competitors are David Flanagan and then pole sitter Gary Steele.
And green flag is out. We're racing here for 25 laps in tonight's feature event. Gary Steele takes the early lead from Richie Gaines. David Flanagan third. Hunter Benson in fourth. We have a battle back here around the 7th, 8th spot. Looks like that's Rooney already up into the 9th spot. So he's already doing what he needs to do here for tonight. As we have a battle for the 2nd spot brewing. That's David Flanagan looking to the inside of Richie Gaines. They're side by side down the back straightaway. And David Flanagan's going to send in there hard and slide up in front of the 11 of Richie Gaines. And he's going to clear him for that 2nd spot.
He must know it's time. He's got to win a championship. Oh, they come together.
Yeah, he gets in there just a little too hard and gets in the side of Gary Steele, and that's going to bring out a yellow.
Big problems in the front stretch. Big problems. But yeah, as you can see, definitely some bad luck there for Gary Steele. Looked to me that just the way Flanagan got into the corner, if he would have took a better angle, he might have been able to clear him. But he didn't. I don't think he went low enough to be able to clear him.
Can I ask what I did there?
As the 31 is going to receive an EOL for that one. And Gary Steele looked like he was returning. All cars from that wreck should be able to come back out still. As we have the cost repair timer, so everyone should be able to return.
Yep, as we have just over a minute remaining on that timer.
But I think this is the same thing that happened, was it last week or the week before, where Dylan McKee, actually I think it was Charlotte, yeah, it was Charlotte, where he just inherited the lead after a big crash on like lap 5. He seems to be in the right place at the right time. I think we should be able to be getting the one to go this time.
Yep, all drivers just made their way out of the pits. So we'll have Dylan McKee and Brian Kling restarting here from 1st and 2nd. And Brian Kling was definitely the big beneficiary of that incident there, as he started this race all the way back in the 10th spot. And just in 5 laps is already up to 2nd.
He did have that battle with Dickinson there. Just the heat races tracks really fast with these 305s, so it makes it tough to pass. But he could definitely tell he had a lot of speed in the heat race though. As my pick, he's up to 5th. Ty Dickinson. I probably spoke too soon though.
I'll say now you're definitely going to jinx him saying that. As Dylan McKee leads us, we're side by side for both the 3rd spot and the 5th spot. And now we're 3 wide, almost 4 wide there briefly through turn 1 for that 5th spot.
Yeah, we almost had some issues there again. That one probably would have just been everyone They don't have mirrors, so they have no clue where anyone else is at other than sound.
Yeah, Ty Dickinson right now running that lower line on Brian Kling, trying to find a way around him for that third spot. And just behind him, David Flanagan is looking under Jimbo Rooney for the 5th spot.
Track is really starting to widen out now, so you're really going to get a 2-lane surface.
Yeah, we're 2 by 2 there, right around the top 5 with, you know, battle for 3rd, battle for 5th, and battle for 7th. That's, I believe that is Trevor McCoy there that was to the inside of Robert Puckes. Now he's looking to the inside of Jimbo Rooney. But we're still side by side here, about going 3 wide now for the 2nd spot. That was Ty Dickens in the middle of that. That was very close racing, but all drivers managed to make it through with no contact.
Yes, Robert Puckett did save that. I thought maybe he was going to go around for a second.
As Ty Dickinson is up now to the 2nd spot, and David Flanagan is looking to not only follow him through, but I was going to say not only follow him through, but also try and pass him. But yeah, it just resulted in a contact there.
Yeah, he just slid up a little bit, and everyone else around him lied. I got to find out who the heck. Oh, Cody Wicker. I got to watch him, but he looked like he took a big hit. Yeah, he went flying over the wall. Tried to go into the stands there for a second. Yeah, as we said, it looked like. Well, definitely. See, I picked him. He wanted picks. This is what happens.
This is what happens.
But yeah, never one of those deals. It seemed like Flanagan just wasn't enough room there because Dickinson held his line in the middle, and just there was nowhere for Flanagan to go to take that much speed into the corner. But we're just slightly before halfway, so this will be the last time we use a repair timer. So we have 12 in, 13 to go still. But it's been a very good race, except for the lead. 𝐑𝐚𝐫𝐸 has looked very good out front. Looks like the only car in the pit still is the 0 of Trevor McCoy.
As we are getting the 1 to green signal this time. And just want to update everyone, that was the 2nd incident caused by David Flanagan there, so that does actually mean that he was disqualified for the evening.
Yeah, that one wasn't as egregious, I felt like, as the first one, but still same result as we're getting ready to go back racing here.
Yep, 𝐑𝐚𝐫𝐸 and Brian Kling bring us the green flag once again. And 𝐑𝐚𝐫𝐸 leads it, but now we're 3 wide here for that top spot into turns 3 and 4. And Brian Kling right through the middle, got a great drive through 3 and 4 and just powers the lead. That was a great move by Brian Kling to take the lead away.
That was a power move, honestly.
It was indeed. As we have Richie Gaines back here looking to the inside of 𝐑𝐚𝐫𝐸 for that 3rd spot. But so far, 𝐑𝐚𝐫𝐸 is able to hold him off for that 3rd spot, as now Hunter Benson's trying to come to the outside of Richie Gaines and battle with them. It's about to be 3 wide here off of turn 4, almost 3 wide. As As now Hunter Benson and Richie Gaines swap lines. Hunter Benson to the bottom now, looking to the inside of Richie Gaines, but so far nothing doing. And now Gary Steele back here trying to throw his hat in the ring. And Hunter Benson the inside again, that time both of Richie Gaines and Dylan McKee. It is some great racing here for that third, fourth, and fifth spot right now.
Yeah, they're just putting on a show. Is he going to throw a slider there?
Yep, looks like he clears it. Now here comes Richie Gaines to clear them both. And he's going to take that third spot away. So move Richie Gaines into third, Hunter Benson in fourth, and Dylan McKee in fifth. As here comes Gary Steele to the outside of Dylan McKee for that fifth spot. Now move Gary Steele into the fifth, and here comes Ty Dickinson after getting his fast repair, trying to come back up through the field. As there's a little bit more contact there with Dylan McKee and Gary Steele. Gary Steele goes up in the outside wall because of it. It looks like he's going to be broken here.
Yeah, it looks like he has some... They touch there for second place. As Richie Gaines has now caught Jimbo Rooney, but the yellow is out. Yep, so Gary Steele slowing in turn 4 is going to be our yellow. As obviously with that axle damage, there's no way he was going to be able to make it back to the pits. Yeah, let's see if I can get Dylan McKee's far chase here. Yeah, with no mirrors, I think Dylan McKee didn't 100% know that Gary Steele was going to be on his outside. At the same time, Gary Steele was trying to go on the inside of Hunter Benson. Is going to try to set him up in the next corner. I think they just kind of met in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I saw from that. It looks like they're looking like they're about to go 3 wide. They're off of turn 2 had there not been contact. And yeah, like you were saying, I don't think Dylan McKee was expecting Gary Steele to be in the middle there.
This has been a heck of a race, though. I mean, this was the home of our 305 Nationals. Remember, Jimbo Rooney, he came from, I don't remember exact what spot. I know he finished second, though. He came from deep in that field to finish second. But Volusia is one of my favorite tracks when it comes to 305s. It's definitely showing why. As I do believe we're coming back to it, right, Ben?
We are indeed. Just looks like we'll have 4 laps to go here this time. Single file restart since we're under 10 to go. Brian Kling will lead us to the green flag here with Jimbo Rooney in second and Richie Gaines third. His green flag is back out. Brian Kling gets a good jump over Jimbo Rooney. Rooney looks to the inside there in turns 1 and 2. But Brian will have the momentum off of turn 2 and will hold on the lead for now. So we're single file amongst our top 3. Closest battle is back here for the 7th spot between Trevor McCoy and Cody Wickard. But don't want to leave this top battle too long. As we're coming
I figured that second place battle is going to be tough here.
It looks like Rooney's starting to get the momentum wound up a little bit on the top side. But I don't think he's close enough yet for a move on Brian Kling, and the hourglass is running thin as we're getting the white flag this time. 1 lap remaining here in tonight's action. Rooney got a good run there off of turn 2. Can he do anything with it here in 3 and 4? He's going to go to the inside and try and hold it inside, but Brian Kling is going to power around him on the outside of turn 4, and he's going to hold him off. Brian Kling wins here tonight. Jimbo Rooney in second, and Richie Gaines in third.
And a great race, and ended with the first-time winner.
And with that second place effort, as well as getting, well, actually, no, he did not get hard charger. It was Brian Kling that got hard charger, but with that second place effort, that means 𝐸𝐵𝐄 Rooney is tonight's is this season's champion.
Yep, the inaugural 305 champion will be 𝐸𝐵𝐄 Rooney. For Brian Kling, I believe, becomes the 5th different winner in our 305 Sprint Car Series. Now, I'll give him points. He at least backed it up against the fence. Might not be near anybody else, but he's there. We'll go through our results here quick. Brian Kling picking up the win. 𝐸𝐵𝐄 Rooney finishes second and clinches the championship. 𝐒𝐩𝐞𝐿 finishes third, his, I believe, third straight podium finish. Hunter Benson, another strong showing here at the 4th place. Dylan McKee finishes 5th. My pick, Ty Dickinson, did okay. See, no announcer's jinx here, Ben. Cody Wickard gets 7th. Trevor McCoy finishes 8th. 9th, Robert Puckett. 10th, Armando Melgoza. 11th, Gary Steele after some hard luck there when he's leading the race. Jared Lamberson 12th, and then the 13th was the 31 of David Flanagan.
As we'll get into our interviews here tonight, interview our top 3, including our champion, who happened to be part of our top 3, so we'll be talking to him anyways. And we'll start with our winner here tonight, Brian Kling.
For entry, I don't think you could have got around me.
Hey, Brian, it's Ben and Andrew in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Oh, yeah.
Well, man, my main question I want to ask you is basically what a move there through 3 and 4, right through the middle of those two guys to take the lead. That was, I mean, Andrew described it here in the broadcast. That was a power move. Walk us through what was going through your mind making that move when those two guys for the lead.
Well, I qualified 12th of 13, so pretty solid there. So it started pretty good there, but I mean, I felt like I had something for Dylan. So I just botched the first time I had the outside restart because the bottom was so slick. If I could just pinch him down and start near him, I figured I'd have a run. So I just got lucky. He slid up and got into the loose stuff, and I just got lucky.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was definitely a great move. And then what was going through your mind the last restart there, those last 4 laps, trying to hold off Rooney? Because he was definitely close enough to try and make some sort of move, but you were able to hold him off there.
Yeah, I mean, I figured as soon as the caution came out, it was over. I mean, 𝐸𝐵𝐄's a 2.999 for a reason. He's fast. But I figured if I just went low enough in the entry of the corners, it'd been hard to slide all the way up. So I just blocked as far down as I felt comfortable, and if he was going to send me, he was going to send me.
Yeah, it was definitely a great run for you here tonight. Andrew, anything you want to ask Brian?
My main question is, how does it feel to finally be a winner?
Well, finally, I've started on pole twice, and the time I start terrible, I actually win one. I mean, it's more fun to race these leagues than officials, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man, great job here tonight getting your first career win with us. Anyone you want to thank for tonight's win?
Just my dog, Ollie. He just stares at me while I play.
All right, Brian. Well, we'll let you go celebrate here your first career win with us.
Thank you. See you in 360s.
Yep. See you then. And that was your winner here tonight, Brian Kling. First time with us here at Reigel Promotions E-Sports. Andrew, what do you say we interview 𝐒𝐩𝐿 first before we talk to our champion?
Yeah, we might as well.
All right, so we'll talk with third place here tonight, 𝐒𝐻𝐿. Hey, Richie, it's Ben and Andrew in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yep, I got a copy.
Well, man, you started third here tonight, ended up finishing third. You were there in the top 5 battle the whole night, but just didn't quite have enough there in the end to get either Rooney or Kling for those top 2 spots. Was there anything else you could have done differently to try and get them?
No, I just think I needed more time, honestly. I got hit in the beginning, and it sent me to the tail, and I was fighting from the beginning. I went 7th to 3rd in a couple laps. But other than that, I had like 5 to go, and once they were battling, I tried to throw one on Rooney, and I just ended up, it was too close, and I just had to let off. I didn't want. There's no way I could have passed them both. They were right on each other.
Yeah, well, even though I didn't say anything, you were my pick tonight. So, but I didn't want to say anything to not jinx you, and it worked out. I didn't jinx you. I at least didn't cause you to finish. To not
Back
finish.
Back in the booth. Can't complain.
Exactly. Andrew, anything you want to ask Richie?
I had a question for a second. Let me think.
Oh boy, I put him on the spot.
Well, actually, my question, you didn't actually already answer it. So, do you think, I mean, how well do you think you could have gotten second or maybe the win if that caution didn't come out there at the end?
I think I needed them to either space out or more laps. They were right. It's how close they were. I tried one time to get on Rooney, and I had to let off because there's no way. It was the line wasn't, it was too thin of a line for me to even try it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Richie, before we let you go, anyone you want to thank for tonight's third place efforts?
I want to thank you guys for the season. It was an awesome. I only got to run about 4 weeks, but the 3 or 4 I did, I put pretty good runs in, and it was fun. And I want to thank Scott, Thomason Racing, them guys for helping me out, and then Rip Lip Motorsports and Jace, and then Trevor Royer too. He's a good guy.
Yeah, man. Well, great run for you here tonight, and we'll let you celebrate that third place finish.
Sweet. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yep. See you then. And that was our third place of Richie Gaines. So last but not least, we'll talk to not only our second place finisher here tonight, but also our champion here in our inaugural 305 season, Jimbo Rooney. Hey, Jimbo, it's Ben and Andrew in the broadcast booth. You got a copy.
10-4, guys.
Well, man, great run for you here tonight. After starting back there in 11th, you technically tied for hard charge with Brian Kling, but unfortunately it does go to Brian since he finished one spot ahead of you. But either way, still a great run, and you're our inaugural 305 champion. How does that sound?
Pretty good, man. I'm excited. I'm a little upset about the hard charge, though. I couldn't believe it. What are the chances? But no, great race for Brian. He did an awesome job, and he deserved it. So I thought, had I known that I would have got hard charger if I got him, I definitely probably would have pushed it a little harder. I figured I had it. I'm like, I came from 11th to 2nd. I should get it. And I didn't realize where he started. So that was a great race, though. It's been a great season. I can't complain. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, we saw you go for the bottom move there in the final corner. Were you close enough that you could have maybe just full sent one and cleared him, or you weren't close enough to do that?
No, I definitely think I would have hit him if I tried to send one because I was pretty close, but it was real slick there, and I would have slowed up fast. And like I've always said, I'd rather second than last, so, and especially to screw up his race.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Andrew, anything you want to ask the champion here, Jimbo?
Well, I would ask you if you're going to race 360s next year, but obviously you are.
Yep, I'm excited. I'm going for it. But I think I'm 6th in points there, so let's see if I can hold on to 6. That'll be good.
I guess the only question I got is, where are you going now?
I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see how the iRating goes. I got lucky right now at 29.99, but normally I'm hovering around 27, 28. But I'll probably really just focus more on 360s, hopefully, and we'll see. Maybe I'll do a little bit of 305 races, depending on my iRating when you start the season.
Well, no matter where you go, Rooney, will be excited to watch.
Awesome, man. Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it.
Anyone you want to thank here tonight for second place and also the championship this season?
Oh, Reigel Promotions E-Sports, guys. I couldn't do this without you. Thanks for making it feel so official, and the awards and the money and everything. It's pretty cool. So this is my first official championship of any kind ever. So I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure, man. We appreciate the kind words, and we'll let you celebrate the championship tonight and see you here hopefully for the 360s.
Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot.
And that was tonight's second place finisher and the champion, 𝐸𝐵𝐵. Well, Andrew, the season for the 305 Harvest Cup has finally come to a close. Any closing thoughts on tonight's action that we saw and also just the season as a whole?
I think it's a success. I was excited about the idea of having a 3,000 and under iRating cap, but I think it blew my expectations out of the water. I mean, the racing was great. I expected more crashes. There really wasn't, other than Lima Land, there really wasn't very many wrecks this season. I mean, they did a great job, and this is what it's for. It's the training ground, so that way they can go up to the 360s, which a lot of these guys definitely have shown that they can definitely race in that level. March can't come soon enough.
Yeah, I think that was definitely my favorite part of the season was being able to see some of these guys that you typically wouldn't see running towards the front in our 360 stuff, be able to have a chance to battle for podiums and wins here tonight and be able to talk to us on the broadcast. But yeah, that's going to do it here from Volusia and our championship here in the 305 Harvest Cup. So just want to thank all drivers who came out not only tonight but also throughout the season. Definitely made our inaugural season here in the 305 Harvest Cup a success. And congrats to our top three tonight and also 𝐸𝐵𝐵 on a well-deserved championship. So coming up here on the Reigel Promotions E-Sports YouTube channel, it won't be Andrew and I broadcasting, but Friday night we'll be live with a couple of new broadcasters. And that is for the Extreme Micro Tour. That is at Lanier. That's a new series here in the league. So make sure to tune live for that. That starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, thank you to everyone for watching here tonight and throughout the season. And also don't forget, before we wrap up our 2024 season here in Reigel Promotions Esports, we still have one more race coming up here in just a few minutes, and that is right here at Volusia with the 360 Harvest Cup, and that will be live over on the Buckeye Racing Network YouTube channel. So make sure to go tune in over there and check out tonight's action here at Volusia in the 360s. Other than that, we hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you again, Andrew and I, in 2025. Have a good night.